You know, you have to be careful with anything that you're doing, that you don't let your own perception cloud the reality of the things that you're working on. And this happens all the time to us, and we're constantly having to set aside our own feelings and our judgments and let the data actually speak for itself. An example of this came up a few years ago when we were trying to build the email list for one of our clients, and they wanted to put a pop-up on the homepage that asked people to sign up for their newsletter. Now, all of us at Rare Bird are generally not fans of pop-ups and generally not fans of things that get in the way with that user's intention. So in this case, after a lot of discussion, we put the pop-up in place for them, and all it really said was join our mailing list, and it gave them a description of the types of things they were going to get from the client. And a few weeks later, a few months later, several years later, one thing is held true. The pop-up delivers 5 times as many signups for their newsletter list as all of the other areas combined. That was an eye-opener. None of us would have told you that we wanted to put a pop-up on a website in order to get somebody on the newsletter list. But it was the right thing to do, and the data supported it. The takeaway here was pretty simple. We need to set aside our preconceived notions, because not everybody hates what you might hate, and let the data speak for itself. In this case, one of the things we learned was that people will often do something that you want them to do if you just ask them.